Gentleman from Perry.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Would you ask the clerk to report House Floor Amendment 16, please?
Mr. Clerk, please report.
House Floor Amendment 16 to House Bill 136.
Gentleman from Perry.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Mr. Speaker, this amendment would be on page 111, line 21, and it would make the trafficking in any amount of medical marijuana that is from a dispensary, whether in pill form, oil, due to the amount of THC, 35% and 70% in the oils. Any trafficking in any amount of medical marijuana would be classed as a Class D felony. I move for passage.
Motions for the adoption of House Floor Amendment 16. Is there any discussion on the amendment? Chair recognizes the gentleman from Jefferson.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My friend, the gentleman from Perry, brought one too many. The first two were friendly. This one, although by friendly, a friend, one I would consider a close friend of mine, this one is, in the lingo that we used, unfriendly. And the reason is this. There's two reasons. One is, obviously, most people in this body understand that I'm not for the introduction of new or the unnecessary expansion of existing felonies. This would make regular people who are just trying to, this would expand a felony. But here's what the main reason. The bill already has punishments, and we want there to be punishments for misconduct. So what are we talking about here? We're talking about when someone traffics the medicine that they receive from a dispensary. So what is the penalties in the bill today? The penalties in the bill today, as it exists without this floor amendment, are that person loses their card forever. That's pretty steep. So they lose their card forever, and they're also subject to existing laws. So if it's more than 8 ounces of marijuana, it's already a felony. If it's less than 8 ounces, it goes down. It may be a misdemeanor, depending on the misdemeanor at Class A. But they already subject to existing laws. This, I think, is goes too far. They already lose their card if they misbehave in this way, and they're subject to the existing laws, which are, in my view, already too harsh with 8-ounce possession. But so it's already unlawful in this bill to traffic it as in the ways that I just said. So I would request that everyone vote no on this well-intended floor amendment.
Gentleman from Perry.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. Thank you, gentleman from Jefferson. We would disagree on this basically because of my years of experience with the High Drug Task Force and seeing basically the devastation of people in the opioid crisis. But not only that, in the methamphetamine, cocaine arena, all those different drugs. If this truly is a medicine, you know, most other medicines, Schedule 2 and 3 are a Class D felony already. With the levels of THC that will be present in the oils from medical marijuana, it's already been trafficked here on the streets of Kentucky, the hollers of Kentucky, with a local Martin City police officer that arrested a man with vials of THC from Colorado. It's already been seen on the streets. These medical marijuana vials that are 70% THC, when they're put into a vape, can cause great damage to young people and to everyone that would take it. So I think we need to take this serious. This amendment is a really serious amendment. It's not something that I just said, well, let's make it a Class D felony. When you came from, if you came from the background that I came from and you see the devastation of all the drugs, but they started out with marijuana. It's been said that marijuana is not a gateway drug. I've got 20 years experience that says different. The gentleman from McGoffin has the same or more years of experience. And so I would ask that you pass this amendment. I think it's an important amendment, and I think it would serve a great purpose in the bill. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Motion is for the adoption of House Floor Amendment 16. Is there any further discussion on the amendment? Gentleman from McGoffin, you wish to comment on the amendment? Lady from Muhlenberg on the amendment? Roll call having been called for by 2 or more people. Clerk will sound the chimes. Those in favor vote aye. Those opposed nay, and the roll call is open for your vote. All members voted? Clerk will take the roll. Being 39 members voting aye, 50 members voting nay, House Floor Amendment 16 is defeated.